I've got two questions for you. First, in 2016, some of your supporters did not ever quite warm up to Hillary Clinton. She lost several states by less than 15,000 votes. It could have made a difference in the election. So my question is now, in 2020, what do you do? What do you tell Bernie loyalists in the next 33 days so that you can get them enthused and get them out there to vote for Joe Biden? What's your message to those voters?
Well, that's a good question, Anna. And what I would say is, by the way, a far higher percentage of my supporters voted for the Democratic candidate, voted for Hillary Clinton. Then back in 2018, Hillary Clinton's supporters voted for Barack Obama. Now, I can't dictate, but what I am doing, let me tell you what I'm doing. We have now had 13 virtual rallies in states, battleground states all over this country. We had a wonderful event with Latino voters. We had Julian Castro and leaders of the Latino American community coming together to urge people to come out to vote. In fact, just tonight, we're going to have a national rally focusing on Texas, which I think is in play. Polls have it very, very close. So what I hope people understand is that you may not have to agree with everything that Biden is saying. I don't agree with everything that Biden is saying. But this is, in fact, the most important election in the history of the United States. It is terribly important that we defeat Trump, that we elect Biden, and that we have the largest voter turnout in the history of the country. And I'm doing everything that I can. Not only are we having virtual rallies, I've said we have 13 of them, I will be in a very short time hitting the road to campaign for Biden.
Senator, you just mentioned the Latino vote. You did very well with the Latino vote in the early states. But here in Florida, it's an entirely different world where I am. And the Trump campaign, Trump is trying to sell this narrative. We saw him do it last night at the debate, saying that Joe Biden is a socialist and a communist sympathizer, and that voting for Joe Biden will turn America into Cuba. Now, you've served with Joe Biden for decades. You know the guy. You call yourself a democratic socialist. So my question to you is Joe Biden a socialist? Is Joe Biden a communist sympathizer?
No, of course he's not, nor am I, nor anybody I know. And this is just one of the many, many lies that the Republican Party is pushing. You know, the criticism, the valid criticism against Venezuela, against Cuba, is they are not democratic societies. They don't obey the rule of law. So I find it a bit ironic that we have a president of the United States today who is criticizing Biden ostensibly because he is a socialist or a communist sympathizer, when you have a president who does not respect the rule of law and is telling the American people that even if he loses the election, he may not step down. No, the answer is, look, bottom line is I am working as hard as I can for Joe for many, many reasons, but Joe's views on a number of points are certainly not mine.